right.
Welcome to Think WTF.
Yes, what's the future?
So what stays the same in podcasting is that you still have two fat boys, one who's losing a lot more weight than the other, but we're still on audio, we're still sharing things, we're still, I don't know,
doing what we always do.
So what stays the same is the topic we're going to deal with now.
Absolutely. And you know, Jeff Bezos, this for me is probably one of his more profound feedbacks into the market. He keeps getting asked what's going to change over the next 10 years, and his response is, it's not what's going to change over the next 10 years, but what's actually going to stay the same. Because then you can actually build a stable strategy around something that is consistent and enduring within your organization. And
in Amazon's case, it's my customers want the goods delivered quicker. They want cheaper prices, and they want better product.
Absolutely.
That stays the same. So it gives you kind of a sense of what you have to look for in this ways of moving smart. Start really understanding what stays the same. And I bet most people haven't really thought about this in the industry.
No, I can almost guarantee you that no one's really thought about it, because it's actually a bit more complicated than the Amazon example. No. Theodore Levitt was a marketing professor in the 1960s, and he came up with the expression, no one buys a 3-inch drill, everyone buys a 3-inch hole in the wall. And the problem with this idea is it actually doesn't go far enough, because you know what, I'm terrible at handyman work, and when I buy the drill bit, what I'm not wanting is a 3-inch hole in the wall, is I want the picture up on the wall, and I want my wife to say, I love you, my house is beautiful. So the reward for me buying the drill is not the hole. It's actually my wife actually expressing it. So when we look at this,
it's difficult, right?
It is difficult, because this is really an emotional outcome, and we think with our emotions, and we can break down all of these factors to a very clear emotional criteria that people buy the products and services that they do from us. And if you understand that, that stays pretty consistent. Let me give a better example of this. We all understand how Uber disrupted the taxi industry. The reason why we switched from taxis to Uber was not because the reason we wanted to get somewhere else changed. It was just that the solution was delivered in a better way. And this is what changes. But the reason why we take the taxi or the Uber has not changed at all.
I want to go A to B.
Absolutely. And I want to get there as quickly and efficiently and as cheaply as possible. Let me give you another example. Kulula is very delayed in its flights, and I'm really quite irritated with Kulula at the moment. But
didn't notice.
What? No, but hang on. When we take a Kulula flight, what we're doing is we're taking a flight to go and do a business meeting. We're taking a flight to go and meet and share with loved ones. And I tell you why I'm so irritated with it, because my son's at boarding school. I flew down, my wife flew down, she was delayed 3 hours, and she missed the meal with my son. I flew down, and I missed the meal with my son. My son flew back, he was delayed. He missed my mother's 80th birthday. He didn't miss his flight, he missed his grandmother's 80th birthday. My wife's not 80. I got that badly wound up. Wow. You missed that one.
I know, I did miss that one. I'm thinking of the knock-on effect of Kulula, in their planning, should think about the moments people miss in their lives.
Exactly.
Their jobs are about making those moments happen.
And that's what's consistent. That's the reason we fly, not because we want to get to A to B. So,
and Mike, in all fairness, your wife doesn't have much time left in life at 80.
No, you do have a
had to get it in, sorry.
So really, at the end of the day, if you can understand that from your customer's perspective, that is the best place to start. Certainly, the reason,
it changes everything, right?
It changes everything, because you know what, Amazon has been set up as an e-commerce platform, and the quicker, faster, cheaper framework makes sense. But if suddenly there's a shift in the market and there's a change in the nature of the e-commerce, the quicker, faster framework actually might get disrupted as well. But the reason why people are using Amazon and will switch to a different example, whatever that is, will be consistent.
I'm just thinking, if Kulula was able to adopt some of these principles, it really would take, even on the call center, a small change, but very critical change. And that could be, what was the purpose of your trip, sir?
No, absolutely.
So that the consultant on the other end could go and empathize.
Totally.
And that would just change everything.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be pissed off, they would understand where
it's-
you're coming from, and they would make the effort
That's a
to try to
beautiful
solve
example.
that problem.
That is a beautiful example.
So how else, what other methodologies can we use in this world of understanding it? I'm thinking along Clayton Christensen.
Yes, absolutely. They've done the jobs to be done theory. So
Yeah.
Clayton Christensen really developed this idea with Bob Moesta. And what they asked the question, what are you hiring this product to do for you? They asked the customer that. And there's the great example. You want to go through the ice cream example?
Yeah, sure. I mean, the best example, it's not ice cream,
Oh,
it's
the milkshake.
milkshake.
Sorry, the milkshake example.
So, very quickly, to really understand what doesn't change or what's the job to be done, the McDonald's had this problem. So they got Clayton and his team in, and what they really understood was you needed to understand what the job was that the milkshake was doing. And what the job was people were driving to work, they'd do a slight detour, they'd go pick up their milkshake, they would stand in a queue, they would wait another 10 minutes, they get their milkshake, they put it in their car, they drive and they drink and drink and drink, and 20 minutes later into their 25-minute trip, their milkshake was done. When they compared it to the competitor of milkshake, the banana, it was great, didn't get mess, but you ate it very quickly. Didn't help. You need a companion for 25 minutes.
Tactile.
When they looked at the donut, maybe the donut was there because you could eat it a bit slower, but it was very messy. It really didn't suit.
Sticky wheel. Oh.
So their competitors were very different in this job to be done. So the solution in the end, to summarize a long story short, was they ended up creating a milkshake queue over the work hour travel period. So when people arrived, they had their own queue, they picked it up very quickly, they didn't have to extend their trip or waiting time, they got their milkshake, but the milkshake changed. All they did was change the viscosity.
Yes.
So
Big word for you,
I
Dave.
had to practice it in the mirror.
You did, I can see that.
Viscosity. And what that did was increase the drink time to 25 minutes.
Yeah.
All of a sudden you have a very happy customer, saving time and having a companion.
Absolutely.
Understanding the job to be done.
Absolutely.
That does not change.
That does not change. The
On
old
that
pony,
note.
FedEx is doing the same job as the old Pony Express.
Yeah, and what's that?
Getting,
It's doing their jobs.
It's getting their jobs, yeah, absolutely. And it's just technology that's changed it, which is what we're going to talk about next.
So on that note, you're welcome to WhatsApp us, post us on messages. Please give us feedback. We're craving it.
Absolutely.
Cheers.